Hey everybody, it's Zach from My Shire Farm, and I've got Chris
from Slightly Redneck. Thank you guys for watching.
And we're gonna do a quick video about Quail Con. So last year was our first year, Quail Con 2021, and Chris was kind enough to be a guest speaker. It was fantastic.
I thought so too. We had a great time. It was, yeah, I think a lot of people learned a lot from the speeches. I know I learned a lot, especially the MPIP presentation. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then I really enjoyed also, oh my gosh, I'm spacing out on names. Brandon and
Kristen from Whiskey Tango Farms.
Whiskey Tango Farms. I know them well. I got their phone number. We talk, regularly.
Right, sure.
I just forgot names all of a sudden. Don't be offended, guys, if you're watching. But I really enjoyed her talk on genetics. I thought that was really good as well. But I think more than anything, it was really just camaraderie, hanging out with people, getting to meet people.
Absolutely.
What did you think of it?
Yeah, I didn't get to talk to people.
You were pretty busy.
It was pretty busy for me, but we're making it a two-day event this year.
That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, and so we're bringing a bunch of people back, but we're bringing new stuff as well, so I'm really excited about it. Chris will be there.
I will.
So I'm very excited about that. Kristen and Brandon will be back talking about genetics.
Yeah.
George, which is my right-hand man, is going to be talking about our breeding program and what we do. I think a lot of people will enjoy that.
I think so too.
MPIP will be talking about disease control, keeping your flock or keeping your covey healthy. So I'm really excited about that.
Real quick, let me jump in, because MPIP is something that if you plan on selling birds
crossing state
lines, then you need to be MPIP certified. This is something you really need to pay attention to. It's a legal requirement, isn't it?
It is. If you're crossing state lines to sell.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a good idea if you're selling at all.
Right. And not only that, but it's a great resource, which is kind of what he talked about in the talk that he did as well. And he was just showing all the resources that they can have for you in case something happens.
Right, right. And I know,
which is great.
I know a lot of people out there, I mean, this wasn't what we planned on talking about necessarily, but while we're talking MPIP, I know a lot of people out there, and I'm kind of with them. They don't want the government in their backyard. They want, I mean, look at the shirt I'm wearing, right? It says government is not the solution to the problem, it is the problem.
Right.
So I'm with you guys, but at the same time, that's not what MPIP certification is, at least not in your experience, right?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I do not want the government telling me how I need to raise my quail or any animal on my farm or anything like that.
Right.
But MPIP is a government funded, but it really has never felt that way.
Right.
We had a huge issue, I don't know, 7-8 years ago. All of our chicks were dying. I mean, every single one of them, hundreds and hundreds of chicks. And we thought, we're gonna have to kill everything. Like, we've got a disease. So we called MPIP. They came out, dissected a few, and they said, they're starving to death. And we said, no, the feed's right there. They're like, it's winter. You have to push it closer, because they're in an uninsulated barn. We just didn't know. Like, it was that simple. And we never would have known. We would have just completely lost everything. And so we moved the feed and water closer to the heat lamp. Didn't lose another chick.
Really?
I mean, one of the biggest mistakes we've ever made was a huge learning lesson, and just right then and there, they didn't charge us, they didn't fine us, they didn't come back and inspect us. Like, they were just like, okay, glad we could help, see ya. Ever since then, I've just been very loyal.
We got way off track of Quail Con, I guess, but I thought that was a good topic to cover real quick.
Right.
MPIP certification.
And it
was a fantastic talk last year. I was really impressed with the guy.
Yeah, and that's the National Poultry Improvement Plan.
Right.
Is what MPIP stands for, just in case we didn't mention that.
All right, so what else can we expect from Quail Con this year?
Well, it's a 2-day event. We've got a lot of stuff for the kids. Obviously, all of us really want to get the next generation more involved with self-sufficiency and make it cool. So we're going to have a lot of games and bouncy houses. One big thing that we learned from last year was the food truck. I had one food truck, and the line was hours long. So we have 3 food trucks coming this year.
And I think people will be happy about
Problem solved. So, whew, that's a big one. And
then, it wasn't only just one food truck, but we kind of scheduled it and we sent everybody to lunch at the exact same time.
Yeah,
the one food truck.
It was rough. Yeah, 2 different people bought me food because I was slammed all day. And I never did get to touch it.
It was good.
But,
the food truck was good.
Yeah, it was good. And they'll be back. We're just going to have some extra helpers for them this year. So that'll be nice. And then we customize our food. A very good person from Klombach came out. She's a PhD doctor, scientist, much smarter than me, don't understand it. She'll be here. and she'll be and she'll be talking about nutrition and what quail need, specifications, all that. I think that'll be really cool.
That should be good.
Yeah, and I'll be talking. Don't know about what yet. We'll decide on one of my YouTube videos. I'll let them do the survey and decide what we talk about. But it's just going to be a good time. We're going to do farm tours and barn tours and answer questions and just hang out.
Just
We're going to
hang
have
out.
dinner.
Yeah, it's a good time. Like I said, I enjoyed all the presentations last year.
Yeah.
I thought they were all really well done. Learned a lot from them. But I think more than anything, the best part of it was really just getting to hang out together. Met a lot of people, and if you guys do see us there, make sure you come up and tell us who you are. Don't just stand off and look at us all weird, because I don't, sometimes I don't know, does this person know me? Because we don't get to see you guys,
right.
Your faces. We get to see a little avatar on a screen sometimes.
Right.
We don't know who anybody is, so you're going to have to come up and introduce yourselves to us. We're all very approachable. At least Zach is, and the rest of us are. We're all very approachable.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're glad to talk to you when you get.
And we're gonna do name tags this year, where there's enough room to put your name and your YouTube handle, because there's a lot of people who come up and say, "Hi, my name is," and I'll go, "Hi," and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm this on YouTube." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I know who you are." So we're gonna do that this year too, because that happened a lot last year, and I was like, "I don't." Okay, glad you're here.
You got a car driving by that's really loud.
Yeah.
So you don't have to deal with that where you live, do you?
We've got some big trucks that go down the road next to us. Some
anyway,
big semis.
Quail Con should be a great time.
It's gonna be great.
Definitely looking forward to it. Tell us the dates again.
September 3rd and 4th in Miamisburg, Ohio at the Myshire Farm. All the information is on our website.
I'll put a link down below on my video. You'll put a link on your video.
Absolutely. And we'd love to have you there. Last year we did 200, I think we sold about 220 tickets. We had about 257 people there with the speakers and volunteers and things like that. This year we're going to hit about 450, which is
that's a lot bigger.
About double. So
it wasn't overly crowded last year.
No, I think we can do double. I don't want to do more than that until we find out where it looks like. So so tickets are still kind of limited. I mean, there's not that many right now. We've got some more extra stuff coming, so we'll bring that to you later on. So absolutely.
Keep an eye on his channel. Keep an eye on my channel. I'll try to announce things as they go too.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we get to see you guys all there.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Hopefully we'll see you there, and I can't wait for you to come to me now.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm gonna try to drive there this year, so you don't have to come pick me up from the airport. He was nice enough to pick me up from the airport last time, but more importantly, he was nice enough to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning to take me back to the airport after the event was over.
Not a problem.
We won't have you do that again. But so anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully we see you at Quail Con, and as always, God bless.